You ready.
Hey guys, and welcome to a new Let's Build series. Previously, we've been building on Angkor Deep, and Angkor Deep is right here in this area. So let me see if I can zoom in on it. Yes, we can. So I'm going to zoom in. So Angkor Deep is right here. We've built in this lower area right here. We've built the wall across here, and we've yet to build anything on this upper area, but we will. I will continue that series, I promise. So the new series is going to be in this bottom right corner of Yarwin. So let me zoom back in and move the map. There we are. So we will be building on this island. I have yet to come up with the name. I hope I come up with the name before posting this video. That way I can put it in a playlist. I'll have a name for the playlist and a name for this little kingdom. So the kingdom that I'm thinking of will basically be just this island and maybe a little bit of this area here. So maybe it's like the kingdom consists of the island here, which is this little island, this little island, this little island, and the main island there, and then maybe this area right here. That's what I'm thinking. At most, it'll be including this area and then this big guy. I've kind of started planning things out, so if we jump into Minecraft real quick, I'm kind of over the island right now. I'm going to pull up my map. So I've yet to reveal all of the areas, so you'll see some black spots. It's kind of a lot. I've tried to reveal a lot of this map on my own time. I've yet to do it all, but I've done some. So for this island, there's this big island here, and I was thinking of making that like a very large estate, like a farm estate. Maybe they grow wheat, maybe they grow corn, maybe they grow, it's a vineyard. I don't know. So let me see if I can just teleport to it real quick. And that was large farm estate. Teleport. There we go. So I am in spectator mode. That's why I was in the ground. So this is that little island. There's some flat land right here that we can put some farm fields on, and then over here the same thing, we can put some farm fields right here. And then I was thinking on this little hill we could put like a big estate house or something like that. And then of course, we could have a bridge over to the mainland. So that's why I thought that would be a good place to put like a big estate. We could also put a very large fort there. It's whatever you guys want to do. Speaking of forts, let's see. So right here, I was thinking, possibly putting a fort right here. So if any enemies were to land along this coast, so we have a very small mountain range here, maybe one or two mountains, really, not really a mountain range, but there's this mountainous region right here, and any enemies that would land along this side, we could mobilize troops from a fort from this area. So if we teleport to, what was that, possible Fort 1? Let me just back out of it real quick. So what I was thinking was putting a smaller fort right here in this area. So you can see that, let me just, game mode 1. There we are. So basically, I switch game modes so you can see where I'm looking. You know, there's this little cursor in the middle of the screen. So basically, this area here, we'll put the fort on, and maybe a little bit up here. You know, we'll figure that out when it comes to that. But basically, we can put a fort along this area, this little elevated area, and maybe a few things down here. And anytime enemies would land on this coast here, our troops would be mobilized from here and go and try to combat them. One interesting thing, possible giants camp. So if we teleport to that, let me switch out of that real quick. Something is going on. There we are. Alright, so possible giants camp. So I was thinking, like, I was just kind of flying around the island, and I noticed that this terrain, it was basically like natural walls. So let me switch to game mode again. So you can see that right through here, and then like through here and around, there's like this natural wall area. So I was thinking, like, possibly in this area right here and through here, we could have like a giants camp. So like this kingdom has giants on it, but they're very isolated. Like, some way, somehow, giants got onto this island, but they kind of keep to themselves, and they keep to this little area here because it's kind of secluded and it's hidden with this natural fortification of terrain here. So that's what I was kind of thinking about that. Doesn't have to be that, it can be anything else, but that's just kind of what I was thinking. I thought it would be a neat idea. I really want to do something with this island, but I do not know what it is or what I want to do. So I put TBD or to be determined. So if we teleport to that real quick, switch game modes so we can get out of the land, and then we'll go back. Alright, there we are. So this is a very neat island. It's very neat in the fact that, you know, it's got the sea surrounding it, obviously, and there's a little strait right through here, but it has its own little body of water right here, and that can be fresh water, that can be brackish water, salt water, it can be anything, depending on what the underneath bit looks like, and I don't know what that looks like. I don't see any underwater caves, so maybe this could be freshwater. I don't know. It can be whatever we decided we want it to be. But anyway, I thought it was pretty neat that there was a body of water in the middle of the island, and it is a pretty cliffy island, but it has flat parts on it that could easily be built on. But the problem is, I don't know what to put here. I mean, we could put a massive fort. We can put some farming area here, you know, maybe some farmland and make it another big estate. We can put, I just don't know. It's a very nice island to build on, and I don't know what to put here. So any ideas would be more than welcomed as to what to put here. As a matter of fact, you know, if you have a better laid out plan for this island on how to make a kingdom, please let me know. I'd be more than willing to consider it, and more than likely would take any advice into consideration. Alright, so what do we got? Possible plantation / estate. So right around here is some pretty flat land, you know, basically all this area here we can put a lot of farmland, and we can make one lord or family in control of that land. It's on the, I guess this would be the east side of this mountain. So basically from here down this way to the fort would be a part of that estate or plantation. Passport. Let's go look at that real quick. Passport. Here we are. All right. So the passport. Basically, what I'm thinking is, you know, you got this side of the island, which is the south side. You can land on this side of the island. Maybe there's some docks around here. Maybe it's farmland. I don't know. But you have this area, this little mountain here, and then it kind of goes up and it's very cliffy and hilly this way. So this is like a natural pass. So we could put a fort right around here to kind of control this point. That way, you know, it's defended. I thought that was just a natural area for that. So that's why I said a pass fort. So really just around this area here, we would put that fort. Maybe, you know, on this side a little bit too. So maybe there's like a big gatehouse or something crossing it. I don't know. But that's what I was thinking about right there. Farmland, you know, obviously there's just a bunch of just flat land here. We can put a bunch of farms in that can stretch around, go to the river, and then come back. And so like really just this whole little valley area is just farmland. Possible vineyard, if we go to that, we'll teleport to it. Once again, we'll change our game mode so we can get out of the terrain, and then change it back so you can see my cursor. So possible vineyard, you have this really steep cliffy area here, and then it's kind of flat on top of that, which is great. But if you come to the other side, it's another steep cliffy area. So I'm thinking the vineyard or some kind of, I don't know what, on top of here, this little plateaued area here. It would be separate from the farmland, but it would still kind of be farmland. So I guess you would consider a vineyard a different type of farmland. But I just thought, you know, because it's kind of raised up and separated, that we can put a special type of farm on top of it. And I thought, well, why not a vineyard? That's what I was thinking. You know, it doesn't have to be that, but you know, I said possible merchant district right here because, you know, this is a natural port area. You know, it's on the inlands. Ooh, what is that? We want that. There we go. I accidentally clicked the night instead of day. Anyway, this is like a natural port right through here. It's protected on both sides. You know, we got this little guy sticking out, and then we have the main island body right here. So this is like a natural port through here. And so because there's a natural port through here, this would be a natural merchant district, you know, where they can take the supplies, take the you know, materials or whatever they are bringing in, food or wood or metal or whatever they have shipping in, precious minerals, and then they could easily bring it this area. So this would be a merchant district. And, you know, having like a small, I don't know, something right here would be really cool, like a trade capital, so to speak, right here in this little raised area would be neat. I said a fishing port right here. We'll just go to it. Let's go to the fishing port. So the reason I said fishing port is because it's kind of a flat area through here, but it's not super huge. But we can easily right here make a way down to this area, and you know, there's not going to be the biggest of ships, but it opens up to the open ocean, and the ships can easily come out to like out here, catch fish, come back, and then, you know, the fish can be crated up or dried or salted or whatever, and then shipped to the main capital up here very easily. I say very easily, but they would have to, it is kind of a long way to go from here through here and then through the farmlands and then up to here. But the point is, it's a direct access to the open ocean where they can go and catch fish. You know, they can go way out here without having to, you know, if they start from the main port, they'll have to go out here. The quickest way around would definitely be out here around this point, through this pass or through this pass here, and then out into the open ocean. Where here it can just be launched from here, launch your boat from here, come out, and then come back, and then let other people take care of the transportation of the fish from the port to the main capital. You know, or they can launch from here, come back, drop off their fish, get paid for the fish, and then somebody else sell it around through here over to the main capital right here. I really don't care. Either way, the fishermen would launch from here and come back to here. The main capital. Let's teleport to the main capital real quick. So the main capital is, sorry, didn't mean to do that. The main capital is basically a lot of very flattish area, very flat land that we can build on. Maybe it's a little boring, I don't know, but I was just thinking, you know, here we could definitely build a lot of houses and a lot of market stalls and just various things that a capital would have in a medieval city. I don't know the style of this yet, so please let me know what style you want it in. And then we have the main keep right here. So if we teleport to the main keep, let me just get out of the terrain real quick. So the main keep would basically go along here. It's kind of a cliffed area that backs into this little mountainous range right here. So from basically here over this way, and then if my computer will quit lagging out, basically this whole area right here would be the main keep. So like down here is the main capital area, and then backed into the mountain is the main keep. You know, it's naturally defended on this back side, so they only have to defend what they can see in this area. And so that's what I was thinking about the main keep. So you have the main keep here, and then the main capital out here. And then, so main keep, main capital, then you have like this fort here that defends from anybody that may want to try to sneak in on this side. Maybe we have some farmland or estates along here, I don't know. We have a big fort here to defend the rest of this coast up here, and then we have some farmland through here. We have giants on this side, and if any enemy is crazy enough to contest the giants, then hey, you know, if they're dumb enough to do it, they're dumb enough to die. You have to figure out what's going on here. So then we get the main capital. You know, with the main capital and the main keep right here, maybe we put in a fort. We'll probably end up putting it, excuse me, not a fort, a port. We put in a port somewhere along this coast. Maybe we make this like the main port of the entire kingdom. I'm not sure. It is naturally protected because, like, if on this side, this would be the open ocean. This is where the most severe weather would come from. And this over here acts as more of a pass, and it's protected by this land here. This little area right here jutting out protects it. This little island here will protect it. So if we put the main port right here, you know, that'll work out. Or we can make the main port right here where this is really protected. Maybe that is the main port right here. Merchant district here, you know, makes sense. You know, we have the main port, and then we can sort out the economics of it here. And then we have some farmland through here and some vineyards or whatever we decide to put up here, vineyards or more farmland, doesn't matter. So what I'm basically getting at is the main capital here, farmland here. Sorry, didn't mean to move that. Farmland here. Big port right here. Some more farmland. And then anything on this side is, you know, it's kind of open to whatever comes at it, but we're not going to leave it out to dry. So we're going to put a little fork in here to kind of protect this coast. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It'll be a self-contained, self-sustained, self-contained kingdom. If you guys have any better ideas, please just send me your ideas. You can post in the comments any ideas you have. You know, send me any pictures or anything via YouTube. You know, just let me know. I am more than open to suggestions. But until then, I think the first thing I'm going to start on is this fort here. So this series will be going concurrently with Ancora Deep. I will continue Ancora Deep, and I will complete it. So this will be something different to do simultaneously. That way you guys don't get too bored and I don't get too bored. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot. See you guys later.